Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you're
Okay, good. Okay, let me share the screen. Then we will continue on to our today's topic. Guys, have you tried to configure your own instances in different regions?
Yes.
in one region.
Okay, in one region only. Okay, don't worry. It's just a tool. Everything is on the desktop and you should start playing with the desktop. You should start looking different settings. And one thing you can do, if you practice more, you will have more visibility on each tool and services Amazon desktop providing to us. So whenever you are logging into your console, make sure you visit there and pay some time and just explore the page. Okay. So there are some useful links. If you want any detail about Amazon service, you can go to the documentaries and there are different sections regarding different product and you can look into them and you can enhance your knowledge. So documentary section, I hope everyone know where it is. Amazon Web Service documentary section. So just check that section once in a while. Now, coming to the our today's topic, that is security group. Security group, we can say it acts like a virtual firewall. Whatever group you are creating, every instance that will be the part of that group, and you will be applying security rules. So for you having information of different portals and what kind of traffic you want to come in and what kind of traffic you want to go out is very necessary. So if you have any specific regulation that you don't want your specific EC2 instances to visit any website, so you can block all HTTP and HTTPS traffic. Uh, all outbound traffic to HTTP and HTTP is blocked. So you will create a security group and you will create a security rule in that group. And every instance that all the instances that are the part of that group will not be able to reach any website because all HTTP and HTTP traffic is blocked. Now let's see. Okay. A security group acts as a virtual firewall that controls the traffic for one or more instances. You will create a security group and every instance that will become a part of that group will follow that rule. Okay, so you can add one and more instances into your security group. When you launch an instance, you associate one or more security group with that instance. And if you want that your instance become a part of one and more security group, you can also do that. You can apply different security group on a particular instance. Okay. You can add rules to each security group that allow traffic to or from its associate instance. So here we already discussed this point that whatever traffic you want to send and receive, you can control that with the security group. You can modify the rules from a security group at any time. So if you want to make any changes in security group, you can make that changes anytime. So it is very flexible. The new rules are automatically applied to all instances. So whatsoever instance who is the part of your uh, security group, whatever changes you are making to that particular security group will be applied automatically to all the instances that are the part of your security group. Okay, getting it, guys? Is it clear, guys? It is a very important topic because uh, you can control the security if you know how to control the groups. If you apply right kind of group to the right instances, then you have a very good security. You can control the traffic. So please let me know if you have any doubt in this topic.
What is the difference between this and the IAM rules and policies?
No, this is the same. When we were creating the rule, when we were launching the instance, we were allowing the traffic. By default, when we launch the image, all traffic inbound and outbound are allowed. But we can use the security group and we can create our own rule and we can apply that on the security group. That's okay. Let me just show you.
Is it same as IAM or different than
Uh, Same, you mean when we were creating the instance, when we were launching the instance, we have a section over there where we were setting these security group. So it is the part where when we were launching the instance, we have a section of security groups. So it is same, but if you know how to do it properly, then you have more security in your instance and in your group. Let me just create one quickly so I can assure that you are asking the same thing, which I think you are asking. Okay, so now I'm gonna create one new EC2 instance and I will show you where you can set up all this security and the groups. Creating a key pair, guys. First, we will name this key pair window key and make sure you never lose this key because every time you will be accessing as an administrator, you need this key. If you don't provide this key, you will not be able to get remote access. Okay, so here is the security group. You can see we will create a new security group that's called Launch Wizard. We have seen this yesterday also. By default, all remote desktop protocol traffic from anywhere is allowed because we are creating this instance and we want to connect with this instance. That's why all RDP traffic is allowed by default. Okay, so it is acting like a virtual firewall, but it is not a virtual firewall. We are just creating the groups. Let me just open the paint so I can make. Guys, what we have understood till now that this is the cloud setup. Somewhere the cloud provider, what they have done, they have built lots of server. They have built lots of software that they can provide to another vendors to utilize. So there are many services they have created. What they were suggesting that you can create an account and you can come in a contact. You don't have to do all the physical work now. Now you don't have to set up the server because cloud provider already set all the physical items. Now you are just accessing. So there is some kind of gateway and you are penetrating through that gateway and accessing all the required resources. If you are using EC2 instances, and if you are using Amazon console, any services that is present on Amazon console, you are just using an app, an application kind of version. So you are on the internet. So without internet, it won't work. Okay. So when you are connecting with this Amazon web server, what is happening? If you apply some rules, there are security groups, okay? And when you create a rule, for example, RDP rule, which is by default open in our EC2 instances, you create a rule that RDP traffic is allowed from anywhere and you apply it here. What will happen? Anyone in from the world, if they have right credential, they can RDP your instance. Getting it? Because the network is open to public. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just quickly launch this instance. You can see I can set up a workstation within couple of minutes
Ma'am,
according
it's a
to my
group.
need.
Ma'am, it's a group in which we can apply the rules. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The incoming and outgoing both the rules.
Okay. If I create 10 other instances, okay, then what will happen? I have a list where it will be showing me 10 different instances, and I created a group, security group, and I want that my instance number 1, my instance number 3, and my instance number 5 are should be the part of that group. So I can choose each of these instances and make them a part of that group. So whatever rule I am using in that group, whatever policy and whatever traffic I am allowing that group to communicate, to go through inbound and outbound traffic, that will be automatically applied onto my instances.
Okay.
Okay.
And where can we see these groups separately? Security.
Security group, when you open up your instance, okay, let me show you.
It is accessible from instance only, not from directly from outside, like volumes.
No, it is also directly available from the outside. You can see network security and security group. I was just in that window, so I was just accessing it from there. Okay, you can see by default there is another security group, and when we created an instance, we created a security group because we wanted to RDP traffic allowed. That's why there's another list that we created, launch wizard 1. There's a default one which is present even if you don't create the instance. Okay, you can check it out from here. Default VPC security group, launch wizard. Yes, I will be briefing it once again. Let me just attend uh, this another question. What is the difference between security group what versus IAM versus VPC and subnet? Okay, so I am showing you like I am explaining you the difference between IAM and security group, but you will be able to understand the difference between VPC and subnet when we are on that topic. So let's just stick to the topic, and I am clearing the doubt which are relevant to the topic right now. So security group, let's say I want to create a new security group. Okay, I can create a new security group in here, and web traffic. I am naming my security group. Description, if you want to give any description over here, you can tell it. Web HTTP. Okay. Now we want to add rule outbound and inbound. If you want to add any inbound rule, what inbound rule? That let's say assume that I want that any of my instance will not visit any HTTP traffic. I don't want them to have any internet traffic over HTTP. I can RDP them, I can ping them, but no HTTP traffic is allowed. So from here I can select any traffic. So I'm selecting HTTP, port, source, and I am adding this rule. Now I am creating this security group. So I can create anywhere. So this one policy I have created. Now coming back to it again, security groups. Okay, so I have created this security group, which is web traffic. If I have 10 particular instances and I want that these 10 instances should not visit HTTP traffic, maybe because they work on confidential data, should chances are maybe some employee leak this data to the public and our organization will suffer. So because of this particular reason, I don't want them to visit any web pages. So what I'm doing, I am blocking HTTP and HTTPS web traffic. So I can apply this security group policy to those 10 instances. What will happen? They will not be able to receive any web page regarding traffic. From your EC2 dashboard, you can see instances. Now we have created this instance, but we haven't connected with it yet. That's why over it is not showing. But once we refresh it, it's in running state. We can run it anytime. One instance, one key pair, snapshot, security group. Two are already there. One we have created, right? One root volume. So what will we do now? We will add the volume. Today we will create the images and replica of our instances and we will restore them. Yes, in some point of the way they are, but as I explained you, you are just accessing the resources. So we can apply some security policies because traffic is coming from the outside. So whatever router that is receiving the traffic or whatever the infrastructure, maybe it is proper cloud, private cloud. So we are accessing a gateway. If we are accessing a gateway, we can apply the securities. That's why. over here we have one volume, that is our root volume. Let's name it root. Save. Now I'm gonna create another volume. General SSD. Let's reduce the size. You can choose the input output process service from here, and you can choose the throughput also. You can choose the availability zone. Now I can add tag. So if you want to name, you can add the tag name over here. It will automatically show in the name section, and you can add the value. I am creating this another volume so I can attach it. Add tag vol. This all we have done till now. Any doubt? Yesterday
No.
also we have done it. Yes, quick briefing what we have done till now. So anyone who have joined late, they can understand what we are doing. We are talking about security group. Security group is they act like a virtual firewall. It is not exactly same. It is not like security groups are virtual firewall, but they do act like them. So what we can do with the security group, we can control the traffic, inbound and outbound traffic, whatever traffic we are receiving on our instances and whatever traffic we are uh, communicating outside. So we can control the traffic with the help of the security group. So I have shown you how to create a group and how to make an instance part of that policy group. Now we just quickly create this volume. We are moving. Okay, we have this instance and we were creating volume. Let's check if it's in the running state. Okay, it's showing over here that we have successfully created another volume. Now we will add this volume to our instance. So first we will RDP our instance. We will decrypt the password. We will copy this password. Always remember that you have to make sure that you didn't lose this password. Don't lose this password. Now it's time to connect. No, you don't need to generate password every time. If you have generated password once and if you want that you want to use the same password, you can use the same password also. Okay, so it's running. It's taking time. Let's check some other things out. Okay, guys, we have till now used EC2 instances, and what you can check out the billing tab. Okay, so when we are using the services, make sure that you are not getting charged. You can check out total number of active services. You can, if you have if there is any bill, you can generate it from here. So this is the billing tab, and make sure that you don't y- exceed the free trial limit. If you exceed any free trial limit, then you will have a bill against you, and you can check that bill from here. So right now you can see I don't have any bill because I have not exceeded any free trial limit. So till now it's all $0. So no payment, nothing.
Is there a way we can see our usage?
Okay, let me just show you. Okay, right now I haven't used it that much. That's why it's not showing it to me. This is the new account which I have created. So maybe let me check. It's not showing me the graph. It usually show the graph according to the top 5 services and the cost. It just show you over here, but it's not showing it to me right now. But after once we use quite of the services for a time, I am sure it will start showing the graph. Um, you will get an email that a bill is generated towards you. It is auto debited, but if your card, there's a certain settings like through bank you can make your card that it won't allow any auto debit. So that also possible. So but by default it is auto debiting. So if you exceed any payment, the bill will generate against your debit or credit card, and the money will be debited automatically. Okay, steps you can take to avoid getting billed is that whatever services you are using, make sure that you never close the tab before, if they are in running state. You have to make sure they are in the pause state and they are not running. And for better practices, if you are not using it on a daily basis, and if you want, if you can also delete whatever service you have just created, because it is very easy to generate another instance because it only take 2 seconds. So you can delete your instances after doing the practice. Okay, security group briefly. A security group acts as a virtual firewall. It it is very simple, but it means that security group, the group we are creating, or the group we are part of, will gonna act like a firewall for us. Okay, that controls the traffic for one or more instances. So this security group will control the traffic for one and more instances. Any instance that is the part of that group, that security policy will automatically apply on that instance. So when you launch an instance, you associate one or more security group with the instance. You can associate one security group with your instance. You can create multiple security group and deploy that onto your security instance. Okay, sorry, into your EC2 instance. You can add rules to each security group that allow traffic to or from. So from anywhere you want to send traffic, and from anywhere you want to receive traffic, and to anywhere you want to send traffic, you can describe that in your security group, and you can attach that policy to your EC2 instances, and will automatically apply onto the instances. You can modify the rules for security group at any time. The new rules are automatically applied for all the instances that are associated with the security group. I hope it's clear now. Okay, we will move towards the next topic.
Attaching of
Yes. Okay. So yesterday we checked. Now again, let's check out if the volume is up or not, if it's in the online mode. You can see when I go to my this PC tab, it's only showing me 30 GB, which is the root volume, but I have created the another volume. It is not showing over here. Let's see why not. We will go to the manage panel. We will open server manager. Then cross that. There's a lot of setting. When you are configuring this, I will suggest you to pay little time and just explore this also. But right now, just all server in progress. Okay. There's a disk option. Uh, it will take some time. Local server roles. Okay. So now it's showing the fourth option, file and storage. File and storage services. We are in this. Now we will go on to the disk. Over here also it is showing us one disk. So let's see. Let's add the new volume. Next. Guys, it wasn't showing there because we haven't attached it. Okay, we have just created it, but we haven't performed the action of attaching it to our root volume or to our EC2 instance. So let's just once again. Both of our instance and volume are in the same zone. That's why we are able to attach the volume. Now the process of attaching the volume is done. Refresh it couple of times. Come here again. Okay, it's showing over here right now. It's in the offline mode. So let's just bring it online. We will refresh this again. Now it's online, guys. Okay. Minimize this. We will refresh. Okay. So 10 GB, this much we have created. Now we are attaching it. Drive D. Next. Next. And create. It's processing. Close. And you can see the new volume is up. New volume D. We could have named it anything. We could have named it new volume or we could name it local disk C. So you can rename it. Okay. So that's how we attach our volume and that's how we bring it up in our desktop. Any doubts? Guys, any doubt till now? Okay, good. So now what we have to do, we have to create the replica, and what I mean by replica, images. So let's see, do we have any images? These are some previous images which I have created. Okay, so these are some previous images which I have created. Let's delete them. One action. Okay, so let's create our AMI. So this is the duplicate image, and whatever we have, whatever settings we have done till now in our EC2 instances, we will see that. Okay, so let's create a folder over here for reference. New folder 1. Folder 1. Okay, now we have our folder. So if I create this image and if I delete my instance, after deleting and terminating my instance, I can recover whatever data I have in my instance by the image. I can restore the image and once again I will have all the data that I used to have before before the termination of instance. So go to action. You can see there is no image right now. So what we have to do, we have to first go to the our instance. We have to select our instance, and after selecting this, we can perform the action of creation, image creation. So connect, view detail, manage instance state. There are different action we can perform. You can go through go through each and every one. You can check out by yourself. So right now we are creating image. So let's create one. Image name, when back up. Over here, you have to select, let's say if I only want to make duplication of my root volume, but I don't want any data from my extended volume, then what I can do, I can just enables it. But right now I want the data, and I want if I delete my instance, the data will also get deleted. Okay, so there are different options you can select.
Can you
Right
explain
now
this?
what
Selection of volumes.
selection of volume? Okay, right now we have two volume. One is root volume 30 GB, and we have created one volume and then attached it to our instance that is of 10 GB. So there are some data present in my root volume around 30 GB and some data in my attached new volume. So if I don't want to replicate this 10 GB, if I don't need this 10 GB, what I can do, I can just press on this cross section. Can you see this cross option?
Yes.
Okay, so if I press this cross in this AMI image, this volume data will not get replicated. So when I restore my instance from my AMI image, what will happen? I will only will able to see my 30 GB, not 10 GB, because I didn't restore it. I didn't create any backup.
And that option delete on termination, enabling this. How will it differ?
Delete on termination is just like whenever I want to delete the instance, I want that every volume that I have attached with that instance get also deleted. If I'm terminating the instance, the volume will get deleted by itself. Got it?
When we use this image again, then it will not be recovered. No?
No, it is showing when we recovered from this image and I have enabled the second volume also 10 GB, then we will get the 10 GB. But if I terminate my instance, then what will happen? The volume will also get terminated. But if I didn't click this option, what will happen? If I terminate my instance, only my root volume will get deleted, but the volume I have created will be there afterwards. So that's why I don't want it to be there. Whenever I am terminating any instance, I want every volume that is attached to that instance get deleted. Sometime what happen, there is some data that we don't want to delete, and maybe some data that we are sharing with other. This is a particular volume that holds some uh, you can say a particular data that we don't want to delete. So that's what's our need. So what will we do? We will create a separate volume for that data, and whenever we are terminating the instance, that volume will still be there. But right now I don't have any like any requirement for this. That's why for my ease of use, whenever I'm terminating the instance, I want volume also get terminated. Okay, all clear, guys?
Mm,
Let's create the image. Now we have our image where we can see that in our image AMI. Let's name it again. So that's our image backup. Restore and backup. It's still in the pending state, so let's wait. Once it up, what will we do? We will terminate our instance. And as I have selected the option, what will happen? That the volume, okay, the session has ended. Also check this option, guys, snapshot. What is this? We can also restore data from this option also. 30 GB volume, 10 GB volume. So it is showing that the volume is restorable by the help of snapshot also. So if you want to create a snapshot, you can create. The process is similar. So just try it out by yourself. Let me just give you a quick description on snapshot. EC2 volumes, choose another region. This is for you guys, that what you have to do in your free time. Choose another region and check either if your EC2 instance is accessible or not. So you can allow. We have discussed security group, right? Yes, guys, we have discussed security group. So I want you to set up your own security group. What will you do? You will create different instances into different group, different regions, and you will apply security groups on them. And then you will try to ping your uh, instance from one instance to another instance. You will try to give it a ping on its public IP. Okay. This is your lab. And everyone, I think it's a very basic level lab. All of you should be able to do this. And if anyone face any kind of difficulty, they can let me know and I will explain it to you. But you just simply have to create some EC2 instances into different regions. You have to create some policy group. Then you have to check out if your group is working fine or not. You can create a group that your HTTP will not go out, and then you will try that you are able to ping Google or not. If you are not able to ping Google, that it means your okay. Then you will try to access the web browser, and if you are not able to access the web browser, then you will see that traffic is not going out. Okay. So try to make your own security group. Try to deploy that on your EC2 instances. Make your EC2 instances in different regions. Check out the possibilities. And if you face any difficulty, let me know. Attach volume, detach volume. We have attached volume. We have seen how to attach the volume. You will check out how to detach it by yourself. Explore, guys. Backup and restore. Now we are checking out how we can maintain backup and how we can restore. How to backup and restore EC2 instances. We have seen a way, that is AMI, our image. Backup AMI can be copied to one region to another. Another benefit we have of AMI is that we can copy it from one region to another. So I can copy my Mumbai instance image and I can copy it to Ohio. I can copy to it any region that reside in any side of the world, and I can restore and set up the EC2 instances. What is the benefit? Whatever changes, whatever configuration, and whatever data I have maintained in my EC2 instance, it will be the same because I have restored it from the exact image. Now let's talk about snapshot, guys. A point in time snapshot of an EBS volume can be used as a baseline of a new volume of a volume or for a data backup. Okay, so if let's say I have a volume of 100 GB and I am continuously updating data in it, I am making changes in that data. So what will happen? I will create a snapshot and randomly I am creating snapshot. I have automatically built the system that in every 3 2 days the snapshot will generate automatically. So the latest snapshot has the capability to restore all the previous data. If I have created 7 snapshot, what it means, that my seventh snapshot, the seventh snapshot I have, it can restore all the data. I don't require the other 6. I can delete it. I can delete previous snapshot. So all the data is restored in the one snapshot. And if you want to restore your instance, snapshots are for volume restoration. Snapshot are the backup of your volume. If you want to restore your instance, you can convert your snapshot into the image. Then you can restore your instance from the image. So process is same. One extra step is added, that is creating image from the snapshot. Okay guys, so we will these are the ways we can back up our EC2 instances. So let's check it out. A point in time snapshot of an EBS volume, elastic block storage, can be used as a baseline for a new volume or for data backup. So it can be used as a baseline of new volume. We don't require any previous volume back snapshot. We can restore all data from a single snapshot if that one is the latest one. If you make periodic snapshot of a volume, the snapshot are incremental. Only the block on the device has the change after your last snapshot are saved in the new snapshot. Okay, if those snapshots are incrementally, the snapshot deletion process is designed so that you need to retain only the most recent snapshot in order to restore the recent volume. So if you want to restore, only recent snapshot is required. The snapshots are incremental. So it means the latest changes will be stored in the last snapshot. Okay. They are very easy point, guys. So snapshot occur asynchronously. The point in time a snapshot is creating immediately, but the status of snapshot is pending until the snapshot is complete, when all the modification block has been transferred to the Amazon S3. S3, we all know it is a storage service. We can take several hours of large initial snapshot and subsequent snapshot where many blocks have changed. So what it is saying that snapshot is just a creation of restoration in the any particular point of time. So any particular point of time you create a snapshot, what will happen? Whatever data you have till that point will get converted into a restored backup. And whenever you restore it, you will be able to generate the backup, same exact backup. So make sure that you don't delete until your snapshot is up and running. If it's still in the pending state, what it means that it still copying the data. So wait till the process end. EBS snapshot, although you can take a snapshot of a volume while a previous snapshot of that volume is in the pending state, having multiple pending snapshot of a volume may result in reduced volume performance until the snapshot is complete. Okay, you can take a snapshot even if your snapshot is in the pending state. You can create double snapshot. So this is also the benefit, and it will affect your volume performance, but you can create a snapshot while it is in the pending state. There is a limit of 5 pending snapshot for a single GP2 IOI or magnetic volume, and 1 pending snapshot for single ST1 and SC1 volume. So there are limit. You can only get 5 for GP2 and magnetic volume. So if you want to create 6 snapshot, you will not be able to, because you can only generate 5. If you receive a concurrent snapshot limit exceeded error while trying to create multiple concurrent snapshot of same volume, wait for one or more for pending snapshot to complete before creating another snapshot with the of the volume. So this is the basic knowledge. Just wait till it's up before creating the snapshot, even though you can take another snapshot, but waiting, it's still suggestible. Snapshot data taken from encrypted volume are automatically encrypted. Volume that are created from snapshot are also encrypted. So if your data is encrypted and the volume particular volume your data resides in is also encrypted, so the snapshot you create is also encrypted. And whenever you restore that snapshot, after restoring the snapshot, you will get the encrypted volume or always. So the encryption is maintained every time. Okay, you will not lose the encryption if you restore your data, and if you restore it from snapshot, or if you restore it from AMI, the policy of encryption will be there. Any doubt, guys, till now? No doubt, guys? No, I am not able to hear you out. I think I should.
It is clear.
What?
Ma'am, with related to VM snapshot, what is similar in this AWS? Because in VM when if you are taking VM snapshot, so in VM snapshot everything comes in the snapshot after some time, and in that we can see how much percentage the snapshot has been taken.
Okay, so when we were creating a snapshot, it will also show us that how much percentage it's in pending state. If it's in the pending state, it will show us like accordingly what percentage it is on right now. But right now you can see that we don't have any much data, so it's very easy. It will just get duplicate. The duplication process is very easy, and we will generate the image within a couple of the second. So snapshot, the technique is actually same in the VM, and any cloud platform you pick up, the services they are providing, they are all are same. Okay, whether it be VM, whether it be Google Cloud, whether it be IBM, the services they all are basically same, but they are naming it according to them, and they are selling them under their name, and there are minute changes, but all are the same. Any other doubt, guides?
So, but this AWS snapshot is taking the snapshot of the volume, and the image is taking the snapshot of the instance, right?
Yes, not snapshot. We don't use the term snapshot. What is snapshot doing? Snapshot is creating backup. We use
Yeah.
backup. Yes.
Mhm. Okay, so with reference to the snapshot, is taking the backup of the volume,
Yes.
and with respect to the instance, sorry, image is taking the backup of the instance.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So we have configured Linux also in our previous session. So anyone, if they want to do RDP to it, you can use putty. What you have to do, if you want to generate the secure password, you can generate it with the putty gen. So try it out by yourself. If you find any kind of difficulty, you can let me know. What I am saying, guys. Okay, check out over here. There's a process of connection. There are three different ways to connect, right? We have checked out this one. Okay, so there's one session manager, EC2 serial console also. So you will try to do it by yourself, and if you face any difficulty, just let me know. Okay, Either way, they are not necessary, but just for practice, guys, start exploring. If you start exploring the desktop, start exploring the tool, you will know much better. Okay. So same exactly goes with the Linux. Download Linux instance, and then yes, you can generate the key, and if you want to use another key, you can use another key. Password will not be the same. Guys, password every time password will be different. Even you can see in this list there are the different username. So in window you log in, your ID is administrator, but in Linux you will enter as EC2 user, and if you are downloading CentOS you will enter as CentOS. If you going with Debian will use admin or root, both will work. So different Ubuntu will use Ubuntu and root. So there are different images. Download each one of them, try to explore, try to connect with these instances, make these instances in different region. Just keep practicing, guys. Make sure that everything resides on your fingertips. You can create and you can connect, and you know each and everything about the OSs that we are selecting to launch. Okay. So practice only you can do right now is practice. And if you face difficulty, let me know. You just have to follow the steps. Steps are very simple and they are mentioned when you were configuring the instance. Okay. So they are mentioned over there. You can simply just follow them. And still, if you feel some like there are some topic, there is some kind of difficulty, you can just let me know. uh, but for that you have to practice by yourself. Okay. uh, Elastic IP. So I think we should do cover this topic tomorrow. First let's do some other things. We have generated this image, right? Now let's create the backup from it. No, oh sorry, we have generated this image. Now what's we have to do? We will terminate this window instance. eh, From instance state we will terminate this. Now it is terminating. Terminate, shutting it down. So it's in the process of terminating. Let's check out our snapshots as well. We have two snapshots because we have two volumes, right? We can restore the volume through the snapshot. That's why we only have two volume. That's why we only have two snapshot. If you want to create another snapshot, you can create it from here. Same process. Okay, let me discuss this with the management, and let me see if they can share the session recording with you. Okay, I will raise it up to the management. Okay, so you can create snapshot from here, explore this option also. You can see it is all same. While we create the image, we also see the same option. So it is very similar. No need to do it again for me, but you should do it for your own practice. Now install, let's see, it's terminated now. We can restore it. Go to the AMI, select it, then launch instance from AMI. Name again, restored window. Now, if you want to make changes into your AMI, like in changes into any VPC, if you want to make changes into subnet, but we have not discussed these topics, so let's not make any changes. When we discuss this topic, we will study, and if you want to make any changes, you can do it right now, but I want the same exact instance, so I have. Okay, guys, this key question is very frequent And many of you were asking, you can see I have this window key, so I can select it from here. You can see I can select the old window key, and I want to create a new key, I can create a new key. So according to you, if you want to create a new key, you can create. If you want to use the same key, you can use the same key. It depend what are your needs are. If I want that my group is more secure, I am creating a one new group of instances, I want it to be more secure, then I will generate a new key and I will not share it with anyone. But I want to I want to use the same key, I can do that. But if I want to create security, I want more security, then vice versa. So according to you, according to your need, you can utilize the key. We have successfully restored our instance. Let's see if we have a restored instance. We have a restored instance. So right now it's in the pending state. Let it load now. And guys, okay, it's in the running state. And I am before remotely connecting to it, let me just show you another thing that you have to miss. Okay, this is my volume. Whatever volume, if I want to select the root volume, if I want to select the this volume, I can select this volume. What I have to do, uh, I will go to the action. You will check out all of these action. Modify volume if you want to modify, if you want to do any modification. Okay, if I want to change its volume type, if I want to change the throughput, I can modify it. And if I want to change the size, I can change it. That I can increase it, I cannot decrease it. After increasing it, I cannot decrease it. And after increasing it, I cannot increase it further for 6 hours minimum. Got it, guys? Please explore this topic. Let's connect. Okay, password is not available. You already have that password, I think. So let's select that. Guys, just giving you a very quick example. I like usually what I do, I copy this password and paste it into the notepad, but right now I haven't done it. If I have lose this, if I have just copied something else, then it would have gone from the paste value, and I can access it again by using the alt option. But still, I am just telling you, don't lose this credential, because without this password you will not get into the instance. Okay, so make sure you always maintain these passwords.
And what is the general practice for saving the passwords? Like,
Password wallet, maintaining a proper password wallet. You obviously, these password you are not gonna change them frequently. They are highly secure password, and that's why maintaining a wallet and changing the password of that wallet in every 6 months is the best practice. Okay, guys. Okay,
okay,
you see over here, I have created this folder, and the data is backed. Nothing is deleted because I have restored it from the image. Now see if I have all the volumes which I have attached. Oh, sorry, this volume, this PC, this is the root volume, and we also have attached the new volume. This is also showing over here. So all
If
of our data is, yes, tell me.
if we created the folder after creating the image, then it will be there or not after restoration?
No, it will not be there. I mean, obviously, you have not restored it. If you have not restored it, there is no way you can back up it.
I mean, like when we created this folder, after creating this folder, we created the image.
Yes, I created this folder to demonstrate that whatever data we have in this instance, it will get back to us if we restored it from the AMI. So I can have tons of folder, I can have multiple
No, no,
data.
no. My question is like after creating the image, if we create the folder, then also it will be recovered.
No, that's what I'm telling you. No, it will not happen. You will lose your data because you haven't maintained the image.
So after that, again we have to create a image, right? Then only we can restore the new one, the last
You
image.
can create the snapshot if you want. Either you can update the image if you want. Creating snapshot is the easier process because you just have to uh, obviously you can just generate the snapshot of the volume you are working in, and just create the snapshot of the volume, and you can duplicate that volume and attach it. So this is another way. And if you want to create a image, you can create an image from that volume also, or that snapshot. Yeah, over here you can see, if I have created a snapshot, what I can do, I can just simply select the snapshot. Let's say in this particular volume in my disk D, I have created some folder and I want them back. Okay, but they are not in the they are not the part of the image because I have attached this volume in the later section, right? So what can I do? I can create a snapshot and select the volume and attach that volume into my EC2 instance. Or what can I do? Uh, Go back to the snapshot. I can select the snapshot. Sorry, I click on the wrong button. We have to click on the action button. I can create the volume from the snapshot. I can create the image from the snapshot. I can copy this snapshot to any region, to Ohio region, to Tokyo region, to any region in the world. And permission, these are the things. I can delete the snapshot. I can manage the tag. Okay, so there are different ways to restore your data, but if you don't have the backup, you will not be able to restore it. So maintaining the backup is on your shoulder. Maintaining the proper snapshot, maintaining the proper AMI images is your duty. So if you have proper backup, everything you can restore. Here's
And in a
example.
commercial setup, snapshots are also chargeable.
Yes, these services are chargeable. Like to some extent, there is the free, but once you exceed your free tier, then everything is chargeable. Volume to your EC2 to everything. They are even your Elastic IP is chargeable. The IP they will provide you, that also chargeable. Elastic IP is our next topic. So we will see it tomorrow. Any doubt, guys? Please let me know.
Can you go to volume?
Oh, sorry.
Can you go to volume section
Yes.
in console? In console.
You want me to be in this tab?
Yeah, I can see you have created just one volume of 10 GB, but I can see here two volumes.
Yeah, these are the default generate. These are the volume which are generated default. So this one is the I have created. So once this is the root volume. So obviously when I'm creating the instance, it will show up here, right?
Only one is created by default. No, last time.
No, you see over here, you can see the time. They are generated at the same time when I created the image or maybe in some process. But I only have created this one 7:20, like around
Uh,
7:30. I
yeah,
have
that is the
created it
one
one,
you
right?
created, but these two
Yes.
are, I think, generated when we restored the image.
This one is by default because this one is the root, right? This one
No,
is
no,
the rule.
you deleted the instance, okay,
Yes.
and then recreated it through the image. Then these two are generated.
No, no, no. They were already there. I
You can
like
see the time. The first one is having previous time, and last two are having later time.
so yeah, these are the default one, na?
It is showing just 3 minutes ago. These are created just 3 minutes ago.
Yes, because these are the default volumes. Like we have created snapshot, we have created images, so that's why they are here because they are default. This one is the root and this one we have attached, right? In our instance.
Yeah, but instance has been deleted, na? So you created instance that is named volume one, VOL1.
No, you can see it's running right here.
No, I can see because you have restored that from the image. That's
Yes,
why
yes. So
it instead of reusing the previous volume that is of 10
mhm.
GB, it has created another volume of 10 GB after restoration. Now the total volume is like 30 GB plus 10 and plus 10, 40 GB.
But this one volume is not attached to any other volume. You can,
Yeah, because the instance has been deleted. You have attached it, but
yes.
while deletion, it has been disconnected. But
So
uh,
you know
as
why
per
it happened?
see, but in the options you selected that it needs to be deleted, but it was not deleted. The 30
No,
GB
no,
was
no, no,
deleted.
no. Listen, I have selected that option because if I now delete my instance, these two will get deleted. Not this one, because this one volume I have created and attached with the instance. That time I didn't select that option. While creating the images, I have selected the option that if I terminate the instance, volume get terminated. Right now, if I terminate it, because I have restored it now, if I terminate it, okay, let me just terminate. It's in the process of shutting down. Our remote desktop session is over because no longer we have the our EC2 instance. We don't have that now. It's terminating. Let's open the volumes and then check out if they get deleted or not. See, that's why I selected that option so I can, it is easy for me because I don't have to go to the volume tab and delete the volume. Because how to check when you are logging out, what you have to do, make sure over here you can see if you have any instance, if it's in the running state it will show you. But let's refresh it because I have just terminated it. You can see I have 4 snapshot, I have 1 key pair, I have 2 instances, both are in the terminated state. No load balancer, security group, 4 security groups. Check out these 4 security group. If you want them to like be there, you can leave them as to be, but I want them to be deleted. Okay, you can see by default we are the part of this security group. And you can't even change this. I'm sorry, you can't delete this one. Like if I select this default security group and apply the action of deleting it, no, it will not pop up. But once I deselect this, what will happen? Manage state rule. Then okay,
You could have scrolled down like this, under action.
what?
Scroll down a little bit. Below
There are
manage.
more options in the action which are not
Go to
in
actions
the
again.
action.
No, they both are. Acha, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was silly of me. I'm sorry. So let's just delete it. Let's see if I can delete the default one also. Action. It is not showing the delete action. Let roll. Oh, I can delete this one also. Will not be deleted. Okay. So as I was telling you guys, the default one cannot be deleted. Okay. So we are by default a part of security group, and it is given, this group is create by default. It means it is in the Amazon Web Service. So it is created by the Amazon Web Service developers. Instance, snapshot, key pair. I have 4 snapshot, 1 volume. Say, volume is also chargeable. So make sure that if you are not using it, just delete it. Okay. So I will do it by myself. Any doubt in today's topic, guys?
So do we have to detach the volume before deleting it, or so we can directly delete it if the instance
You
is
can
running?
directly delete it.
Okay.
You can directly delete it.